Kotaku's journalists managed to uncover this and other details about upcoming games through their own sources. According to their information, the Paris-based Ubisoft studio is working on a new installment of the Ghost Recon series. The shooter has been in development for over 2 years and is internally referred to as Project Over. Tom Henderson has revealed more details about the next Ghost Recon. The game, initially reported to be released in 2023, is now scheduled to launch sometime between 2025 and 2026. It marks a return to the first-person perspective, diverging from its predecessors to align more closely with tactical military simulation games like Squad and Ready or Not. The setting is a fictional southeastern country named Naaman, which has seen hundreds of thousands of deaths due to war crimes. In the wake of the turmoil and devastation in the fictional country of Naaman, the narrative could evolve into a deeply engaging storyline that explores themes of morality, survival, and the consequences of warfare. As players delve deeper into the conflict-ridden land of Naaman, they find themselves at the heart of an intricate plot involving international politics, espionage, and a struggle for power. The player, as part of an elite Ghost Recon squad, is initially tasked with covert operations aimed at destabilizing enemy forces and gathering intelligence. However, as the story unfolds, they uncover a complex web of alliances and betrayals that reveals a much larger threat. This could involve a rogue faction within Naaman's government, a foreign power manipulating events for its gain, or a shadowy private military company with its agenda. The game's events unfold during the fictitious Naaman War and will include missions that are ethically contentious. As an example, Henderson cited a mission where the squad nearly kills a man holding an infant, suspecting that the child is actually a bomb. This scenario sets the stage for a game that not only tests the player's tactical skills but also places them in morally complex situations, challenging them to make decisions that could have far-reaching consequences. This particular mission could serve as a catalyst for the game's exploration of the moral ambiguities of war. Players may find themselves in situations where the line between right and wrong is blurred, forcing them to weigh the immediate tactical benefits of their actions against their potential ethical ramifications. Such dilemmas could lead to intense discussions within the squad, revealing the characters' personal values, backgrounds, and perspectives on the conflict. The squad's mission becomes increasingly personal as they encounter civilians caught in the crossfire, witness the atrocities committed by all sides, and grapple with the moral dilemmas of their actions. They might find an unlikely ally in a Naaman resistance movement fighting for the country's liberation, leading to joint operations that blend guerrilla warfare with high-tech combat. As the story progresses, these ethical challenges could become more pronounced, with missions involving espionage, civilian protection, and possibly choices that determine the fate of entire communities. The game could introduce elements such as collateral damage assessments, negotiations with enemy combatants, or decisions to prioritize certain missions over others, each with its own set of moral and strategic outcomes. Players could be faced with choices that affect the outcome of the story, such as deciding whether to prioritize military objectives over saving lives or determining the fate of key characters they encounter. These decisions could lead to multiple endings, ranging from a hopeful resolution where Naaman begins the long road to recovery to a darker conclusion where the cycle of violence continues unabated. Players will join a squad infiltrating hostile territory to execute covert operations. The developers have drawn inspiration from the dark missions and narrative twists of the early modern warfare games. For instance, in one mission, the squad nearly kills a man holding a child, mistaking the infant for a bomb, and only realizes their mistake at the very last moment. The climax of the game could involve a high-stakes mission to prevent a catastrophic event such as a coup d'etat or the launch of a weapon of mass destruction, which threatens to plunge Naaman and the region into further chaos. Success in this mission might not only save countless lives but also begin to heal the wounds inflicted by the conflict, offering a glimmer of hope for a peaceful future. Henderson also had access to gameplay footage but has promised not to release the video. The game's graphics are expected to surpass the standards set by the previous entry in the series, Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Breakpoint, with visual fidelity closest to that of the shooter Ready or Not. Beyond the gritty realism and high stakes of its narrative, Project Over aims to redefine the tactical shooter genre. The game's immersive environment and complex AI are designed to challenge players, requiring strategic thinking and teamwork more than ever before. With the fictional setting of Naaman, the developers have created a rich backdrop for the narrative, blending political intrigue with personal stories of loss and redemption. The multiplayer will also see significant enhancements, promoting cooperation among players through specialized roles and objectives. objectives. This approach not only deepens the tactical gameplay, but also encourages a more cohesive team dynamic. The developers are focusing on ensuring a seamless experience between the single-player campaign and multiplayer modes, with player progression and achievements carrying over between the two. Tom Henderson's insights into new Ghost Recon paint a picture of a game that pushes the boundaries of its genre. While the wait until 2025-2026 may seem long, the developers at Ubisoft are committed to delivering a game that sets new standards for realism, storytelling, and tactical gameplay within the Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon series. Leveraging cutting-edge game engine technology, Project Over aims to immerse players in a highly realistic and interactive world. The focus on dynamic destruction means that environments are not just static backdrops, but play a critical role in the tactical gameplay. Buildings can crumble under heavy fire, forests can catch ablaze, and weather conditions like torrential rain or sandstorms can suddenly shift the strategic landscape of missions. This level of environmental interaction encourages players to adapt their tactics in real time, offering a more nuanced and varied combat experience. The advancements in character animations will enhance the storytelling and emotional impact of the game. Characters will display a broader range of emotions and reactions, making the story's dramatic moments more poignant and the combat situations more intense. This attention to detail extends to the NPCs and enemies, whose advanced AI and realistic animations contribute to a more engaging and challenging gameplay experience. The AI's behavior is designed to be unpredictable and adaptive, pushing players to continuously evolve their strategies to overcome obstacles. Ubisoft's commitment to realism extends beyond the technological aspects. The narrative of Project Over is grounded in themes relevant to contemporary geopolitical issues, exploring the moral complexities of warfare and the impact of military operations on civilian populations. This approach aims to provide not only entertainment, but also a platform for reflection on the consequences of conflict. The game's multiplayer will also benefit from these technological advancements. Ubisoft is set to introduce new modes and features that emphasize teamwork and strategic planning, enhanced by the game's realistic physics and destruction mechanics. This could include cooperative missions that require precise coordination and communication, as well as competitive modes that pit teams against each other in scenarios mirroring the ethical and tactical dilemmas of the single-player campaign. As Tom Henderson highlights, the anticipation for the next Ghost Recon is building, driven by Ubisoft's promise to redefine what players expect from the tactical shooter genre.